The Color Purple, 1985. 12 dreadful details behind the scenes. Have you ever watched a movie that felt so deeply emotional, so full of raw intensity, that you couldn't shake it off for days? The Color Purple is one of those films. But what if I told you the pain and struggles weren't just on screen? What if the real-life behind-the-scenes stories were even more heartbreaking than what we saw in the film? Today, we're diving into 12 jaw-dropping, dreadful details you didn't know about The Color Purple. The shocking truths from the making of this cinematic masterpiece. 1. The harsh reality of the film location. Filming a movie in the heart of South Carolina should have been a perfect tribute to the deep southern setting of The Color Purple. But there was a hidden cost. The cast and crew filmed in the middle of summer, enduring oppressive heat and relentless humidity. With temperatures often pushing into the triple digits, it wasn't just uncomfortable, it was unbearable. Imagine trying to shoot emotional scenes when every breath feels like you're suffocating and your makeup is melting off. The grueling conditions were enough to leave many on set feeling physically drained, with some crew members even passing out from the heat. 2. Who wasn't welcome on set? Did Steven Spielberg and Whoopi Goldberg see eye to eye when filming The Color Purple? Not exactly. Spielberg, celebrated as one of Hollywood's most illustrious directors, encountered significant creative tension with Goldberg, who portrayed the complex character of Celie. From the outset, Goldberg grappled with Spielberg's initial approach, perceiving it as too soft to truly capture the emotional depth and harsh realities of her character's journey. As they delved into the film's most intense scenes, their contrasting visions sparked fervent clashes, with Goldberg advocating passionately for a more raw and authentic representation of Celie's profound trauma and resilience. Yet, amid the friction and differing perspectives, their collaboration ultimately succeeded in bringing Celie's powerful story to life on screen with an unforgettable impact. 3. Oprah's hidden trauma. Oprah Winfrey's groundbreaking portrayal of Sophia in The Color Purple became a cultural touchstone, but it came at a profound emotional toll. Oprah has candidly shared how this powerful character echoed her own deeply painful experiences from childhood, making her journey both poignant and personal. As she stepped into Sophia's shoes, she was often confronted with painful memories, reliving some of the most challenging chapters of her life. The emotional weight of the role was so intense that there was a moment when she broke down in front of her fellow cast members, a raw and moving reminder that even those who seem the strongest can wrestle with hidden turmoil. Her vulnerability illuminated the profound connection between art and life, revealing the inner struggles that often remain invisible to the outside world. 4. The emotional toll on Whoopi Goldberg. Did you know that Whoopi Goldberg had to delve into some profoundly dark places within herself to embody the character of Celie? Whoopi Goldberg undertook a profound journey into the depths of her own psyche to fully inhabit the character of Celie. This exploration led her to confront shadows that many may never encounter in their ordinary lives. The psychological weight of the role was overwhelming, often leaving her in tears for hours after filming particularly gut-wrenching scenes. One of the most heart-rending elements of the film was Celie's traumatic abuse at the hands of her father. Goldberg grappled with the emotional aftermath of these harrowing experiences, struggling to detach from the intense anguish that lingered long after the cameras stopped rolling. The burden of such pain was not easily cast aside. It was a testament to her dedication and the profound impact of Celie's story on her soul. 5. The reality of the script. How do filmmakers balance staying true to a novel while making it accessible to a wider audience? Steven Spielberg encountered this challenge when adapting Alice Walker's novel for film. The screenplay underwent multiple revisions to soften some of the novel's most intense themes. A significant change involved Spielberg's depiction of violence, leading to alterations in Celie's story. These adjustments aimed to make the film more palatable for audiences, but also sparked debate. Oprah Winfrey, a key cast member, voiced concerns that omitting certain difficult truths might weaken the film's impact. The controversy highlighted the delicate task of preserving the novel's essence while adapting it for cinema. Spielberg's choices ultimately shaped how audiences engaged with the powerful themes of Walker's story. 6. The unexpected tragedy of Margaret Avery. Have you ever wondered what actors endure behind the scenes to bring powerful performances to life? Margaret Avery, known for her role as the bold and charismatic Shug Avery, experienced a shocking injury while filming a pivotal scene. During an intense moment where Shug and Seeley confront their emotions, Avery had to navigate rough terrain. In the process, she suffered a serious injury. Despite the pain, she remained committed to her role, pushing through to complete the scene. Her resilience and dedication highlight the sacrifices actors make for their craft. 7. The problematic casting process. Before the final casting decision was made, Steven Spielberg entertained a different vision for his film. While the eventual cast was exceptional, there were several casting choices that sparked intense debate and controversy, particularly regarding the pivotal role of Seeley. Among the names thrown into the mix were some of the biggest luminaries in Hollywood, each with their own star power and accolades. However, the selection of Whoopi Goldberg as Seeley was considered a bold and unconventional choice. Many industry insiders expressed skepticism about her ability to embody such a deeply emotional and complex character, fearing that she might not meet the demands of the role. Yet Goldberg defied these doubts, delivering a powerful performance that not only captivated audiences, but also cemented her status as a household name, transforming her career in ways many had not anticipated. 8. The dark history of the book's reception. When Alice Walker's groundbreaking novel, The Color Purple, made its debut, it not only captivated a diverse audience, but also stirred a tempest of criticism. Detractors argued that the book cast a bleak and unflattering portrayal of Black life, asserting that its vivid depictions of abuse and oppression were excessively graphic. Many believed that such portrayals could distort the perception of Black families in the public eye. This intense backlash generated enough concern that it threatened to postpone the film adaptation's release. Even renowned director Steven Spielberg found himself under immense pressure to soften certain elements of the story, anxious about the potential for an even harsher reception from critics and audiences alike. 9. Abuse off-screen. The struggles of Danny Glover. While Danny Glover delivered a hauntingly powerful performance as the abusive Mr. in the film, his personal challenges behind the scenes were even more harrowing. Renowned for his unwavering commitment to his craft, Glover became so deeply entrenched in his character that it began to take a significant role on his mental well-being. He later shared that the emotional weight of Mr.'s role often overwhelmed him, making it increasingly difficult to shed the anger and frustration that accompanied the character's dark persona. It was said that even after the cameras had stopped rolling, Glover would carry the burden of Mr.'s rage with him, wrestling with a shadowy mental state that lingered long after he stepped off set. 10. The director's own emotional struggles. Steven Spielberg wasn't just a mastermind behind The Color Purple. He was also dealing with personal turmoil. The director found himself at odds with his own emotions throughout the filming process, struggling with the weight of the story and its impact on the cast and crew. Spielberg's empathy for the characters, especially Seeley, made him question his own life choices and pushed him into some deep emotional reflection. The making of the film left a lasting impression on Spielberg, changing the way he approached both his personal life and future projects. 11. The struggles of an overlooked film. Despite the critical acclaim and eventual success of The Color Purple, the film was initially overlooked at the Oscars. Despite the amazing performances, the film was snubbed in many major categories. Whoopi Goldberg was nominated for Best Actress, but she was up against some stiff competition. Most notably, the film's failure to win Best Picture was a major blow to the cast and crew, especially considering the raw emotional and physical toll they all endured during production. 12. The sequel that almost never happened. What happens to Seeley and the other characters after The Color Purple ends? Fans have long speculated about their fates, but for years, a sequel seemed out of reach. That changed when discussions of a follow-up began to surface, reigniting interest in the beloved story. In 2023, the idea took a new turn, this time as a musical film. While some welcomed the fresh adaptation, not everyone embraced the direction it was taking. Several original cast members had openly expressed concerns, sparking debate over whether this new version will honor the legacy of the original. As excitement builds, so does the controversy, leaving audiences eager to see if this reimagining will capture the heart and impact of its predecessor. Final thought. The making of The Color Purple was no fairy tale. It was a journey of pain, perseverance, and passion. These behind-the-scenes details show us just how much was sacrificed to bring this heartbreaking yet beautiful story to life. From physical injuries to emotional breakdowns, the real drama behind the film's creation is as gripping as the movie itself. What do you think? Did these shocking details surprise you, or were you already aware of some of them? Let us know in the comments below.